What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Nicey Chunga Benny. I'm here with my co-host, Greg King.
What's good?
And you're listening to the Ball Fake Podcast. Make sure y'all follow our Instagram at Ball Fake Podcast. Like and subscribe. And we're now available on Apple Podcasts. And y'all know we have our Spotify page as well.
Keep running them numbers up, man.
Keep downloading and make sure y'all tuning in. But last night, Game 4 of the NBA Finals, the Lakers finally came out and they got their third win of their this series. They're now up 3-1. Greg, what did you see last night that that Miami could have did differently?
As far as the offensive end, they weren't knocking down shots, man, and they were kind of sloppy in some possessions, so that hurt them. But Anthony Davis being on Jimmy Butler really stopped him from being aggressive. And like you texted me last night, you said that Jimmy Butler wasn't effective in the second half, wasn't aggressive in the second half, and you were totally right, man. And it just showed, bro. They couldn't really. Their offense was getting. They started their offense late in the shot clock. The Lakers starting to put more pressure up to him closer to half court. Like they were just really.
The basket not as open when you got 6'11" right in front.
Exactly, it's gonna be harder to shoot over him. So, I think that adjustment by Frank Vogel, I got to tip his hat to him. He's just a genius. Like he's showing that he's a good coach in this league, a great defensive coach, and it really showed last night. And that's why the Lakers won on top of LeBron and Anthony Davis' performance.
How do you think Bam started the game out? I thought he came out with great energy early on, you know what I'm saying? He helped control the pace.
Yeah, it looked like he was glad to be back, and it was good that they had him back, but I don't know, man. I don't really like that lineup, man. Bam can't shoot threes, and Game 3 showed us that the Lakers, it was hard for them to guard Kelly Olynyk and Miles Leonard on the perimeter. They had to sit down Howard, and they had to go to small ball. So I think that Eric Spoelstra should have went back to that lineup, at least tested it, a little bit. You could still play Bam, but not as much as you did this game. But
I think
it's
the
trial
only
and
time,
error, man.
I think it would be better for Bam to come into the game when Anthony Davis exited the game.
Yeah, just like LeBron came off the court when Jimmy came off the court.
If you paid attention to the entire postseason, Miami's side, Bam, him in the pick and roll, he dominated other bigs, but Anthony Davis, like I said, he's just a different breed.
Exactly.
He's real agile, 6'11", lengthy, can move his feet, can guard all 5 positions. It's really tough for, Bam to, go out in that lower block, post him up, or even get his a 15-foot mid-range jump shot.
Especially because he's only like 6'9", right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's not doing all that on Anthony Davis.
He's an undersized big, so. But I think I like how Butler was aggressive early on in the game. He had 11 points off 5 for 5 field goals in the first quarter. He also did his thing defensively, forcing LeBron to have 3 turnovers in the first quarter. LA had 7 as a team.
And as far as turnovers, real quick before you get to your point, are you surprised LeBron's turned the ball over this much? Like I've never seen him turn the ball over as much as he did these past 2 games. It's like, damn, LeBron, like.
It's kind of 50-50. LeBron's he's damn near forcing a few of those passes. Some of them have just been downright just bad passes. And I'd also have to give credit to Miami's defense. They're really shrinking the floor and really forcing it, making it hard because it's not only them fronting the post and double teaming Anthony Davis, it's the ball pressure on LeBron James and whoever else is the ball handler, Rajon Rondo. So I gotta give credit to Miami's defense as well.
So back to your point about the beginning of the game, what else did Miami do?
Offensively, they just looked like, they had energy. They felt good about themselves, especially having Bam Adebayo suit back up for them in the lineup.
Yeah, they kept it low scoring
and then that just carried over to the defensive end. Like I said, Iguodala, Jay Crowder, they've been doing a phenomenal job of fronting the post, and a lot of those turnovers that, LA threw, it was because they were trying to lob it over the top of Iggy, and the help defender came in and, he played a big role in whether it was going to be a turnover or not. So offensively, LA, they have to do a better job of, reading that, making better decisions.
I would agree. But as far as the Lakers, like, what did you like about them this game? Because I got KCP, man, he surprised me. He's really stepped up. He's a veteran. I think he's like 28, 27, but he's really he's showing that, I can do this. I can knock down shots in clutch moments.
He's been the one guy on LA's bench who's been consistent this entire postseason. You're getting good production from Kyle Kuzma, Markieff Morris, Danny Green here and there, but Caldwell Pope, he's been the one guy who's been consistent this entire postseason. It's really showed. I think it might be a little early to talk about this, but if I'm LA, the key players that I would bring back, obviously LeBron James, Anthony Davis. I'd bring back Rajon Rondo, Alex Caruso. I don't think he's on an expiring contract, so you know what I'm saying. Bring him back as well.
And he's cheap.
Yeah, but I feel like guys like Kyle Kuzma, Markieff Morris. I'd also bring back Dwight Howard, but Kyle Kuzma, Markieff Morris, and whom else? Those guys, those are players I feel that are expendable. Like,
and make sure AD doesn't leave too, because that's a big topic of discussion too.
But I mean, outside of Kawhi Leonard, who's gonna leave a championship team? You know what I'm saying?
He wants to go back home and play for his home team, but that's a topic for another discussion, man. I don't know, but yeah, KCP played good, but what I also like about the Lakers is they're so versatile with their lineups. I'm looking at the stat sheet, and Dwight Howard only played 8 minutes. Right. So they were mostly playing small ball.
Exactly.
And they showed that they found out that the small ball is so effective this postseason, and it has worked. They have put away teams in that small ball, Denver, and now they're about to put away the Heat this next game, hopefully. And it's been working because they're getting solid minutes.
It's also reduced their fouls that they've been giving
exactly.
up. Because, I mean, last night, Miami, they only had, They shot 21-26 from the free throw line, 80%. But LA, they also did a good job of getting to the line. Like I said,
and they're hitting them 85%.
Yeah, like I said in the previous episode, a difference in the series is going to be LeBron James' paint production. He's been getting to the line a lot, you know what I'm saying, because he's been putting his head down, you know what I'm saying, bumping into the opposing team and looking to get shots at the rim. So that's something that they need to continue to build on. But I think let's get to talking about the second half. What did you see in the second half that was different from Miami's standpoint, offensively and defensively, that could have, you know what I'm saying, improved?
They were like I said, they were playing late into the shot clock, which that didn't help, but they also weren't rebounding, man. They weren't getting rebounds. Like they've been getting out rebounded, but like they're not getting those defensive rebounds. The Lakers have been getting too many second chance points. I think the last game they had like 13 second chance points, somewhere around there, 10 to 15. So that is hurting them because they're not able to get in transition or set up their half court offense.
10 offensive rebounds today.
Exactly.
They out rebounded them last game. So
they, like, especially for Miami, not having a true big, everybody on the court, especially the guards, needs to box out. That's the only way you're gonna get a defensive rebound if you're gonna play that small ball lineup.
Right. And that's how Anthony Davis has been getting so many offensive boards.
Exactly.
Even Rajon Rondo, he had 7 boards last night.
Man.
Him and Caruso, they're really good at, you know what I'm saying, sneaking into the,
because they're not boxing them out, bro.
Right.
You have to put a body on somebody. If you're gonna play that, you got to put a body on somebody, and that's why I like the Lakers, because they're gonna hustle. They got a whole bunch of hustle players. They damn near got blue collar guys, Caruso, Rondo. Like, these guys are gonna play, man.
Yeah, these are players that have definitely been waiting.
They don't care about points, bro. They just want to hustle 50-50 balls, and that was the difference in the second half. Was the 50-50 balls, hustle plays, bro. When I see guards rebounding, Miami lost the game. When I see guards rebounding, bruh. It's not all about just bigs getting rebounded. The guards can get rebounds too, because that's difference makers, man. Those are extra possessions. You're stealing. They stole, you said 10 points, second chance points. That's 10 more.
10 offensive rebounds.
10 offensive rebounds, my bad. 10 offensive rebounds, that's 10 more chances for a bucket, bruh.
Right.
So that's just incredible by the Lakers.
Plus,
man.
you're giving up possessions that way.
Exactly.
But they made up for it, because, you know what I'm saying, in the third quarter, they started off the game on a 10-0 run. Butler and Bam, they were really effective in their pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? Bam got good quality shots out of it. He didn't, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have a crazy game, but he was effective. It's just all about him defensively. What are you gonna do to, you know what I'm saying, keep Anthony Davis off the glass and also help on LeBron James whenever he's driving into the lane and putting his head down and trying to get all the way to the rim?
I agree. And I also want to bring up a point too, because we've been slandering this guy this whole series, and I want to give him credit where credit's due. Duncan Robinson, he finally showed up to play. He had 17 points, was 4 for 7, 3 for 6. Right. He did his stuff last night. They can't blame him, bro. He did his stuff, because Hero was struggling. Hero was 8 for 18. He had 21, but he was struggling. He was taking bad, ill-advised shots.
You know what?
Robinson, in the game.
Robinson, he hasn't. I don't know. This is kind of iffy, but me personally, I don't think he's done anything differently this entire series. It's just the fact that his shot was falling.
Yeah, his shot was falling.
LA, we have to give credit to LA, Caruso, Rondo, and those guys chasing him off those screens. They're making it really tough, because it seems like every shot he's taking
It's
is
rushed,
rushing off balance. Like he hit one bullshit shot late in the it was the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was 83 to 80. Yeah,
that banked off the
exactly.
backboard and went in. But you know what I'm saying? Those are shots that you got to live with. But LA, they've done a really good job of running him off the 3-point line, taking him out of the game. And if he's not getting his shot rolling, it's going to make his defense even worse. He's already a liability on that end of the basketball. So he's got to do a better job of, you know what I'm saying? That's why they play zone so much, because they
don't
try
have
to
fast
hide
players.
him. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times what LA does, especially if LeBron's in the game and he has Hero switched on to him, he'll let's say Anthony Davis and LeBron James are in the game. Instead of AD setting the screen, I'm going to have Caldwell Pope come in here, set a ball screen for LeBron James, because Duncan Robinson is the one who's normally guarding KCP. So I'm going to have Caldwell Pope come up and set this ball screen, get the switch, and then LeBron James, he's just going to take advantage of his matchup.
Exactly.
And that's what Butler also did that same thing this entire series. He was getting
but now they put Anthony Davis on, and he wasn't doing that last night. So,
right.
And that's why
he didn't really have no one wide open to kick to on a,
because everybody was playing their
because normally instead of Kelly Olynyk, somebody who's not the biggest threat to LA as a 3-point shooter, they have Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero to kick it to, and you know what I'm saying, they're already going to hug up on them because we already know what those guys are capable of doing from distance. So yeah, Anthony Davis being on Jimmy Butler, that played a big role.
And another point, I'm gonna bring up another point about Tyler Hero, bro. He was 8 for 18, but let's just look at the 18 shots that he took, bro. Ill-advised, bro. They were ill-advised shots, bro. Like, just bullshit. I'm sorry for cussing, but bullshit. Like, there were sometimes, bro, they would get it exactly. They would get the defensive rebound. He would get it, push it up, then chuck up a 3, bro. Like, I just didn't like the shots that he was taking, bro. They were early in the shot clock, and they were not high percentage shots. So what do you think about that? Do you think that hurt Miami sometimes in those possessions, because they lost some of those possessions because he did that?
What I saw from Hero last night, especially whenever he attacked the rim, him just having one hand on the ball and just trying to throw up a prayer high off the glass.
That layup against AD, bro. That should have been 2 hands going strong. And he was being lazy.
And then he was already. I'm not gonna say he was being lazy, because that damn near don't make sense. But
no, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if he had 2 hands on the ball, forced that contact and go up,
went up soft.
Yeah,
like he just went up soft, and sometimes he'd be off balance too. Like his gather steps wouldn't be proper, so that's forcing him to be off balance. And
you're right.
Making it more ill-advised already. Mm-hmm. Especially, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be tougher on you because you're already going up against 6'11" Anthony Davis. But he, in the half court set, he need to do a better job of, you know what I'm saying, just getting to his mid-range pull-up. He's a guy who's capable of hitting it, especially on that right side of the
right short corner. Yep. But at the same time, nicely, he made big plays in the fourth too. Like, he hit that short corner shot late in the fourth quarter. Like, he was hitting big time shots too. So, like, at the same time,
I'll never count him out. You know what I'm saying? He has 19 consecutive double-digit points in this postseason. That's second all time behind Alvin Adams for a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely not afraid of the moment. But I just thought that some of his shots that he took were off balance, and he could have, you know what I'm saying, definitely got better shots out of him.
I could have thought that too. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I don't know. I think that hurt them too. But I also want to point out
KCP had some timely buckets in the fourth.
Yeah, he did, bro. I want to talk about that. KCP was really stepping up because they would collapse the paint when LeBron drove, so they were open, bro. You have to knock him down. And there were some points in the game he wasn't knocking him down, but when it was clutch time, he made plays. And even that one, I think that put him up. I think it was 93 to 88. He made that layup.
Yeah,
huge, man. Those are plays we won because you took it out of LeBron's hands and you went to go make a play, man. So KCP, man,
it was good to see that he's somebody who wasn't afraid,
who's reliable,
of the moment,
yeah,
and
exactly.
Also reliable. Because in the first 3 games, he only shot 29% from the field. Like, from all 3 of those games combined, he was only shooting 29% from the field. So that's obviously a negative. But it was good to see, you know what I'm saying, him revert back to his old ways, see the ball go in a lot. He's really effective from that corner 3, either one. But
he's made over 43s in this series, so I'm very happy to see him knock down shots.
And Miami keeping the game so close, it was just a shame to see Jimmy Butler shy away in the second half. Like I
don't know why.
Earlier,
why do you think that happened? Because AD was on him, or
I mean that played a part in it, but it was just him not having a matchup that he wanted. Butler, this is a guy who, you know what I'm saying, like I said, whether it's he's gonna have Bam Adebayo set him the screen, Jay Crowder, whomever, even a shooter, bro. He's looking for the mismatch. So if he can get KCP, a smaller, shorter defender, to, you know what I'm saying, have to guard him, he's gonna put his head down. You know what I'm saying? He's really good with that stop and pivot, bro. And then, you know what I'm saying, he scores damn near 85% of his points in within the 10, 5-foot range. So he wasn't able to do that last night because of Anthony Davis guarding him. But you also have to still, you know what I'm saying, attack the paint and hope that you can draw enough defense to kick it wide open to a shooter, and that can spark some offense for y'all. But AD did a good job of containing all the guards last night on the switches. He was really great defensively. Offensively as well, he was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Him and LeBron James, they combined for 50 points in the entire game, 34 of those coming in the second half. Bron assisted on 12 baskets in the third quarter. Like, they just brought it home for
exactly,
LA last
they did.
night. And it's really good to see that out of your two superstars. That's what you know what I'm saying, brought those guys in for. And hopefully they can, you know what I'm saying, come out with a Game 5 win and become NBA champions.
Exactly. I want to see that so bad, man. But one thing I want to bring up about AD, man, AD shooting in the NBA Finals, 61% from the field, 55% from the three-point line, and 100% for the free throw line. Huge. As a co-star to LeBron James, he's playing his ass off, man.
And I still have LeBron James winning finals.
So do I. I think, and yeah, let's talk about LeBron real quick for the last point. LeBron, when you think about LeBron in these postseason, let's just start in the postseason. They would lose one game, and then he would gentleman sweep them for the rest. When they lost that one game, he comes back.
It's been their model, too, all season, even regular season, to not lose back-to-back games.
Back-to-back games, yeah, I agree. But LeBron puts his team on his back, and he just makes plays, man. He gets the assists, he gets the rebounds, he gets the point. He puts his head down.
9 rebounds, 4 assists, all in the second half.
Exactly. So you can't.
28 points.
LeBron is just not going to let him lose, man. And that's what he did last night in the fourth quarter.
5 boards, 2 assists in the fourth quarter.
Like he showed his greatness. He showed his greatness last night, man. He made that step back 3-pointer that I hate, but he was hitting it last night. He was making them fall away, fade away, mid-range shot, man. He was getting to the paint.
And he knows when to shoot those too.
Exactly. I might hate him, but yeah, you are right. He's very timely on those, depending on who's on the matchup. But LeBron just showed his greatness last night, and that's why he is the GOAT, man. Like, he's gonna, when he's down and people count him out, man, he's just gonna take it to you, man. He does this, like, and he's gonna crush you, man. He's not gonna let Miami win another game.
Outside of LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, departure from the Cleveland Cavaliers, the way he did it, he's had like a phenomenal career. Like,
exactly.
This is a guy who stays out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Always says the right things. Always does the right things. Is a great example.
Great dude off the court.
Takes care of his communities outside of basketball and everything. Has built a school. It's sent thousands of kids to college and everything. I just see it.
And
so
has
funny.
Made millions of dollars for Cleveland, Ohio.
Right. I think it's just so funny how people can hate on somebody like that. Like, if you can hate on a man like that, I think you need to do some self-reflecting yourself and see what you're bringing to the table. But as far as basketball-wise, LA, they shot 44% compared to Miami's 42%. They made 14 threes last night out of 39, 36%, compared to Miami's only 32%. I think this is the second or third game in a row Miami's only hit 11 threes. Like, what's the problem from distance outside of, you know what I'm saying, them being ran out of
you keep saying it, man. The Lakers defense, Rondo, Caruso, they're running them off the line, man. The way they're playing that pistol screen that you're talking about, it's making them tough. It's making it tough to shoot a 3 unless you're going to shoot it off balance. So,
yeah. And then in Miami, they have so many. The funny thing about them is, like, they don't really have any just straight isolation plays. I mean, outside of the pick and roll, everything is within a set. You have they have a play where Butler will be the ball handler, Robinson will come off the screen. It'll be a Bam Adebayo screen on the opposite wing. He'll come off the screen looking for a shot, and Bam will slip, leaving him wide open. But Lakers' weak side defense, their help defense last night was just phenomenal. They made all the right plays down the stretch to finish the game. And you can't ask anything more out of the rest of those guys. Even their bench showed up. Their bench was a lot better than Miami's. I don't know what the score was looking like towards those two teams for that category, but
the bench points was. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I know at some point earlier in the game, LA was leading them 15-9. And there was a lot of the only thing I have a problem with LA wise is them not getting to the free throw line like as a team. Like a lot of times there's like, especially in this series, you've seen LeBron James, like I said, his paint production has been phenomenal. He's been drawing a lot of fouls and putting his head down and, you know what I'm saying, getting to the rim. But Anthony Davis didn't shoot his first free throws until there was 47.9 left in the third quarter.
That's crazy.
So that's something that has to change. I like to see my co-star be more aggressive. I know they've been double teaming you and everything, but you have to find ways to get to the line and get those free baskets at the hoop.
I think he was hitting a lot of jumpers last night, and I like to see that. If they're leaving the jumper open, that mid-range shot, he can just raise up and shoot it over him. But LeBron, man, let's go back to LeBron quick. LeBron is averaging 28, 11, and 8 in the finals, man.
Phenomenal.
GOAT. He's the GOAT, man. And he's the finals MVP. I don't know how you can make a case for Anthony Davis.
After those past two games, 3 and 4, it's hard. It's hard for AD to, you know what I'm saying, be in that conversation.
I just think that LeBron wanted more. Deep down, he knows, like, man, I want this finals MVP.
I just think LeBron, he's had less mistakes. Outside of his turnovers, Anthony Davis is the heart and soul of the offense, so it looks like he's the one doing everything, but it's really LeBron because, you know what I'm saying, he's always going to have that quiet 25 to 30 points a game. You know what you're getting from
teammates.
him. You know what you're getting from him defensively. He's been controlling the boards, give you 10 to 9 every game. And you know what I'm saying, he's one of the best passers we've ever seen, dropping out 9 to 8 assists a game. So it's hard for you not to give him his 4 finals MVP.
Exactly. So, man, that wraps it up for this episode, man. We want to see the Lakers win next game, and I hope they do. But thank you guys for tuning in. Keep liking, subscribing, and keep running up the numbers on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I'm really liking that you guys are downloading it and listening to it.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
But next episode's coming out soon. And have a good day, guys. Love you guys.
We'll see y'all.